This show is the one show this season that I have had multiple comments on different videos telling me to check out. And yeah, I won't lie, I did shy away from it a bit because it seemed like just another Isekai show. But as soon as I was told that it was a Yuri, goddamn did I check this show out faster than I click pre-order on a new Kurumi Tokisaki figure. Yes, I fell into the Yuri trap, boys and girls, and I know you are judging me right now, be it through your phone screen or desktop, but let me explain. I freaking adore the Yuri genre. In fact, it's one of my most favorites ever. Yes, I'll admit that the girl on girl thing gets me a wee bit excited, but I'm a boy, right? Leave me alone. But no, it's way beyond the simple perverse ideology. So the Yuri genre for me offers a real different kind of romance story that I just really vibe with. There is so much more innocence to it. It's pure, wholesome, and I just can't get enough of it. In fact, expect some videos on some of my favorites in the future because this show really did relight that Yuri fire in me, in both the pantsu and the heart, of course. And if you are also a gentleman of culture just like me when it comes to the Yuri genre, then smash that like button. You know, if we can get this video to 1,000 likes, I'll make some more videos on the Yuri genre and some of my favorite series. Anyway, we are talking about the absolutely brilliant series this winter 2023 season called The Magical Revolution of the Reincarnated Princess and the Genius Young Lady. It's a perfect blend of comedy, heartwarming moments, good action scenes, and well, yes, the Yuri thing. And I've got to say, the first episode of this anime completely hooked me in, and it's easily top 3 of the new stuff this season. So we have our main character, Anis, who has been reborn into a fantasy world as a princess. Princess Anis has wanted to fly ever since she was a little girl, but alas, she lacked magic at birth, so instead she uses magicology. Here she is basically making things like kettles, hair dryers, and whatnot using magic as its core instead of electricity. But it's not just the mundane. No. She's got a flying broom, a freaking mana sword, stuff like that as well. So it's rad, man. Magicology is pretty sweet. Now, because of Anis's character, or traits, I guess you could say, Algard, her younger brother, is now next in line to rule the kingdom. So Algard was pressured into this political marriage with Euphelia, a girl he hardly knows, and he protests this by spending more time with a commoner girl than, that of his actual fiancée. So one day, while Anis was out on one of her test flights, she smashed into a scene where her brother was calling off his engagement to his fiancée Euphelia. Now, this is one of the scenes that absolutely grabbed me, man. Like, the prince was not only calling off the engagement publicly, but he was also framing Euphelia for wrongdoings towards the girl he wanted to be with. The mood in the room was just insane, as did it feel watching it. You could really feel that gut-wrenching feeling Euphemia was suffering as she was trapped in a corner with all eyes on her. Like everyone in that room was just looking at her like she was a piece of dirt. This girl Euphelia, by the way, had dedicated her entire life to her duty of becoming the next queen and maintaining the honor of her family name. Proper played her cards right and carefully this whole time, and all that work was being crushed right in front of everyone. And it kind of reminded me of that same feeling I got when I watched Shield Heroes episode 1 for the first time. I just felt for a man, pain. The mood the show created here was just so freaking tense, but then Anis comes crashing through the window after having an accident on her broom. And I gotta say, the way this happened, the timing of it, the voice acting, brilliant. Absolutely loved it. So yeah, now she's just stumbled across this awkward ass situation. However, she just completely changes the mood here in an only Anis-like way. She reads the room very quickly and works out what is going on here, and then shifts it just shifts to this total heartwarming moment. She goes over to Euphelia and grabs her by the hand, and she says that she will take her away. Here, she then just straight up picks our girl up and then takes her away on our broom to go and tell the king and duke that this girl, she belongs to me now. It was just so sick, man. It went from tense to comedy to heartwarming to Yuri. What more do you want? So yeah, Anis just straight up decides that Euphelia is going to be her magicology assistant now, and Euphelia reluctantly just goes with it after, she's everything she had has just been ruined, and in front of everyone as well. Now, this partnership does seem kind of random at first, but we very quickly learn of Anis's ulterior motives for wanting Euphelia as her assistant. And I gotta say, she ain't afraid of saying it. I love that about Anis. She just says it how it is. And I gotta say, man, it is the characters in this show that really smash it out of the park here. One of the most crazy and quite frankly out there characters is, of course, Anis herself. It's like literally next to impossible not to be entertained by her since she's just so impulsive and like out of control. She's actually brilliant and I find her to be so fascinating, and though she is completely chaotic in near enough everything that she does and every way possible, she is a smart girl. She knows what she is doing and more importantly what she wants, be it her dream of obtaining magic or her lust for the beautiful Euphelia. Now, Anis is also referred to as the Marauder Princess, and this is because she enjoys rushing into battles, slaying monsters, and then stealing all the spoils for herself. And yeah, she can certainly handle herself in a battle. However, she also steals other things in this anime besides that of the loot. That being Euphelia, aka Amelia from ReZero. This girl is definitely a total babe, and you know what? I completely commend Anis's choice in girl here. For me, Euphelia is also as entertaining as Anis, but in a completely different way. So she has dedicated her entire life to becoming the next queen, and she is serious, incredibly talented, and tremendously determined. Of course, as we know, Prince Algard has been ignoring her in favor of the former commoner lady at the academy in which they both attend. She's also kind of a best girl herself, by the way. I gotta say, this show has just nailed the design of its girls. Anyway, he is quite honestly no longer interested in being Euphelia's fiance. Naturally, this of course brings Euphelia's entire world to an end. And thus where we start to see her growth and stuff in the story. It's brilliant. Euphelia's character is just, in my opinion, as beautiful as her name. Not only in looks, but as a person too. It's her pure of heart way, and she is not only battling her emotions when it comes to her new life as Anis's assistant, but also the emotions she is beginning to feel for Anis too. Another character we have to talk about is, of course, Prince Algard. Mate, this guy is a pure 100% douchebag, and I've got to say, had an instant hate for him, and that's what the show was trying to make you feel here. So, well done, show. I, in fact, on many occasions wanted to reach through the screen and throw my palm right into his face. And now, yes, I fully understand that there is going to be more to this character and his actions. I know this. For Algard, when it comes to his sister, he struggles greatly with feelings of inadequacy. Even though he studies, works hard, and goes through the motions of courting a girl he doesn't love, his quirky sibling just constantly breaks the rules and steals the show. I mean, I guess it isn't any surprise that he rebels the way he does, and the more you see him, I guess the more you understand, but ultimately, I still think he's a douche, man, but time will tell. Now, I have mentioned that this show does its girls' designs so well. And on that note, it would be rude not to mention these two. So we've got Anis's maid, Elia, who I get the Ai Hayasaka from Kaguya-sama Love is War vibes. She is a total babe and a really great character that serves as a bridge for Euphelia in understanding Anis's world and also the complete change in lifestyle. She has a great connection with both Anis and Euphelia and has given us both killer comedy moments and also a touch of the heartwarming. Then there is the hot goth chick and the queen of curses, Tilty. We've only seen her a couple of times in the anime as of the time of this video's making, but she is a total vibe, man. Like, she has this, like, don't care attitude about the world, but this girl really knows her stuff when it comes to curses. Her dialogue in scenes with Anis are also just a total joy to watch. Great character. Now, I have to say, in romance anime, the story typically picks awkward people against awkward people or against someone like who is the complete opposite of them. And then the series has this like warming up to each other vibe. However, I think the character chemistry in this anime is spot on and they've totally nailed it here. The visuals in the show are gorgeous. Like I mentioned earlier, the design of the characters are stunning and they have been animated just as well. The scenery looks great, the action scenes we have seen so far are both fluent and keep you on the edge of your seat. I honestly can't wait to see how this story progresses, and I am definitely invested in its cast of characters who have been voiced brilliantly, may I add. If you want an isekai that is a breath of fresh air, or you, like me, appreciate the Yuri way of life, then you will not want to miss this show. Get on it now. And while you wait for the next video to drop, why not check out this video where I talk about another of my favorite new anime series from this winter season in the brilliant Tomo-chan is a Girl. But guys, as always, you take care of yourselves and I will see you very soon. Okay? Peace.